listening to Alexander Mercouris program from Monday, February 12th, I think it was. Ukraine to defend Avdeyevka, Russia's best Ukraine Brigade, West Wounds, second Bakhmut, Trump comments, make a big splash or stir. I'm thinking, quite right, quite correctly, I believe. Anyway, my hypothesis about the situation is that it's actually leading me to think, I believe quite correctly, about the economic nationalism and the border issue is connected as well with our full branch of the government, who's actually probably more powerful in making the decisions of the United States, shaping the United States and its actions more so than the presidential administrations that come and go, and that these people obviously are not actually stupid or idiots, not at all. They know actually what they're doing. Obviously they probably make forecasts and predictions of the future and predicaments, situations in terms of, like, say, in terms of long term, which is more uncertain, and short term, which is more certain, and the potentialities of what will happen, along with how they will respond and how the United States and the full branch of the government, how they will respond to the different circumstances. The White House, especially, who is president. And so I believe they already have predicted that Trump will be the nominee and the winner in 2024. And to prepare for a Trump presidency, and they have already predicted this Ukraine war will be coming to an end as well, and there will be a shift of focus from Ukraine and to actually more anti-China stance. And you have factions within the fourth branch of the government as well, who are obviously connected and linked with the MIC, the military industrial complex. Obviously there's a connections strong there. And so you have a prediction that the Ukraine war will be over here soon. Expect, and these peoples in the full branch of the government, that a lot of these people who are currently in power in the Biden administration, the Victoria Nuland, Blinken, Sullivan type team, will be, rescinding in their power. And as well, there would be a different set of neocons that come in who are more anti-China, obviously, with Trump. And so this is all prepared for. And the Ukraine war obviously is rescinding and coming to a close anyway, which is predictable. And so the United States will be shifting in its focus to be more anti-China, and the more anti-China neocons, and the strategy is more of a focus on the Middle East and securing the U.S. position and favorability in that region to be more favorable and stable, and leaning towards the United States away from China. This is the one of the obviously top considerations and priorities, strategies of the U.S. Anti-China, ways that we can't have the Middle East going towards China, that we need to secure the U.S. Favorability, lean of the Middle East towards the U.S., not towards China. And so another thing, and this is linked, is that the U.S. will continue its economic nationalism and protectionism, especially with a Trump presidency, which is why Trump is, obviously a presidential candidate and expected to be the president from 2024 to 2028, or 2025, 2029, more like. But, I can think better than I can talk, obviously. And so with the Trump presidency, the U.S. will continue its economic nationalism, which is the Biden administration and Trump administration are not so different. Obviously the Democrats and the Republicans are as like butt cheeks on the same butt. The U.S. will continue also to fight China in this way, on the economic front, continue its economic nationalism, protectionism, especially the focus in this area is on computing and AI. And also bringing back more manufacturing and industry to the United States. And I believe that is why also the United States and this Biden administration now is allowing all these migrants and influx of foreigners to come into the United States. This is the plan. This is, all planned out. And then because it's with the Trump presidency, it becomes politically, incongruent and unfeasible to allow such. And with the Trump presidency, then we're now with the Biden administration, the U.S. allows all these immigrants, etc., to come in. And then with the Trump administration, we start focusing more on, shutting down this and controlling the borders to a lot more, which is probably expected as well for European countries to try to basically, lock people away from the first world countries. They want it to be more controlled. They don't want third world, all these Muslims and others coming into so much the first world countries. They just want to control it in such a way. But anyway, I don't know about that so much anyway, but getting away. This is the plan, this is what is happening, what is going to occur. Wouldn't be surprising. You see just more and more of a inequality of the world to continue to increase in a way. They try to favor the first world countries to build themselves, to favor themselves, and at the expense of other countries, and to continue the economic nationalism and exploitation via free markets and private multinational corporations, etc., and divides of the peoples of the world, and confusion, political, ideological, economic confusions. Divide and conquer. But it's, expect this going forward for the U.S. to focus more on the Middle East, anti-China, with the Trump coming to presidency, and the shift in the power regime of the fourth branch of the government, and the just a continuation of economic nationalism and a more closed down border situation, immigrants, more, the rest is a lot of divide and conquer and diverting away of attention from the truly important issues and decisions, etc. And power structures that have been put in place over the last 20 years and even going back longer, to not have any type of focus on these such important issues and decisions. That is all. Oh yes, another difference between the Trump and the Biden administration and these political divide is the issue of fossil fuels, and energy. I'd say that, man, I can't think and talk very well. I'd say that Trump put forward the hypothesis that, the Trump, another reason why the Trump administration, etc., would have more of a geopolitical focus on the Middle East is that they are more favorable to favor fossil fuels in their energy strategy and beliefs. That's another difference between, it's not just about the, executive and legislative branches, but this kind of thinking extends to the, the fourth branch, the military and security, Secretary of State, etc. branches. It's the fourth branch. What I mean by that, covering all of the military and state security organizations. Oil, black gold. I was just thinking as well, I believe that Kamala Harris is just trying to play a part. It's just putting on a mask, and that explains her her behavior and seemingly, kind of strange or stupid appearing. Kind of she's kind of lost her her political facade. She's not playing the part well and trying to appear to be some super nice or good person. She goes over the top with it, and going over the top with trying to be appear super nice or something. And it's just that kind of explains her recent, her vice presidency, her behavior, and everything as vice president. Because obviously, I don't believe she's actually that, stupid. She has a, like a degree and a master's degree, possibly a doctor's degree or whatever. So obviously she can't possibly be that, naive. It's just, she's just trying to put on a mask, play a character, play a role. She's not doing a good job at all of it. That is all.